afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to GSP Sea Fishing on a beautiful afternoon on the North Kent coast. Now, what do you do when you've got a couple of hours off in the afternoon? Your fiance's working and you're sort of sitting around twiddling your thumbs. You look at the tide times, realise maybe high tide at the closest mark to where you live, but you can still get 2 hours of fishing in. That's what I'm doing. I have driven the 15-minute drive to Seasalter. It is high tide and it is a shallow mark, but I think I'll still get a couple of hours in, and I'm hoping to target 2 fish that I haven't targeted yet in the UK. I am gonna scratch around on one rod for, oh, let me just get through the gate, a bit tight. Woo. So let's do that again. Getting through the gate was a bit tricky. I am going to scratch around on one rod in the hope that I find a gilthead bream. You do get small ones showing up here, and it just ticks the fish off the list. And also I have got some manky ragworm. I haven't looked at them. Yesterday they were manky. They may be past manky, but if they're usable, put another rod out for a stingray. They show up here along the North Kent coast probably for another 3 or 4 weeks, then start slowing down. So let's get down to the mark, another 5 minutes walk, get fishing. So I've had to come a lot further round the corner at Seasalter than I first wanted, mainly due to the jackweed, lots of weed. But here I've got, oh no, I've got 4 foot of suspended weed, and then it looks, well, it looks a lot cleaner here than it did 200 yards back that way. So the tide has just turned, looks like maybe 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna get set up quickly, get some baits in the water. Right, so the first rig I'm going to quickly get on now is the Stingray rig, and basically I've got a pulley dropper. So I've got a pulley dropper in front of me here, and it's got an 80 pound fluoro rig body. It's got a 40 pound fluoro hook length, wouldn't go any lighter than that. Then I've got a 3.0 Aberdeen style hook, and then a smaller offset eyed hook, but it's got the same gap there on the curve, so they're not too wide, because stingrays haven't got massive mouths, these smaller ones. I've never targeted stingrays in the UK before, but I have targeted a lot of big stingrays in the Canaries, so check out my other videos on the Canaries where you'll see some big fish hooked and big fish caught. But I'm not going for anything that big today. So I'm going to get some ragworm on this, pile this up with ragworm and get this out. These are just farmed ragworm, they're not king rag. Well, that's looking good. Let's get one more on that, I think, and then get that on the hook. Should be enough scent here for a stingray to smell that, sniff that out. I actually think this hook is a 3/0 Sakuma Manta. Just got to carefully push that round. Over the eye there. Work this round. Lovely and manky. There we go. Bring that down, clip that through. Happy with that. That will have to do because that's all I've got. I'd prefer it a bit bigger, but I'm happy with that, how that's presented. Let's get that clipped up and get that out now. Well, that one's out there now. I've tried to lift the rod up to get the line out over the weed. Let's hope that's worked. Let's get the other one set up. In front of me here, my second rod, I have clipped on a 3-hook clip rig, which is basically just a 3-hook flapper, but with bait clips on it. And you don't see me using 3-hook rigs a lot, and that's because I normally cannot be bothered to bait up 3 hooks, but time is of the essence here. We want to be quick and get this out because this is dropping and dropping and dropping. So I'm trying to give myself the best opportunity of getting a bite. I've put that 3-hook flapper on the lighter of the 2 rods that I've bought. So that's gone on the Vega Potenza, which is on the left. The Stingray rig is on the Sonic Gravity. I don't think there's, well, I don't want to speak too soon, but the weed's looking okay. Right, let's tip them baits off with these white clams. Like so. There we are. Then I'll clip this up and get this out. There we go, go on, out he goes. Nice. Come on, get where Breen. Oh, is that a bite? Straight away, I think I might have had a bite. So my rods are literally there, and I've just noticed in front of me here, there, we've got a washed up moon jellyfish. Very, very common moon jellyfish, and they're quite distinctive because they have these, you can see inside there. Let me see if I can get this over to you without breaking it. Oh. Now, let's have a look. Inside there, you can see on the top, you can see these 4 circles there. They're quite noticeable, quite visible. They're the reproductive organs of the moon jellyfish. Now, this jellyfish doesn't have massive long stingers, and the stomach's down in there as well. It's like 95% water, this jellyfish, and it does have tiny tentacles. Let me see if I can turn it over. They're so small though. There's the underside, look, but you cannot see the tiny tentacles that hang around the bell, and they do sting, but they're very mild. So I don't know if he's still alive. Don't do this at home if you're not sure about jellyfish. Don't go picking up jellyfish, getting back in the water. He may be all right, he may be dead, we just don't know. We've just had the tiniest bite on the fetal flapper. Tiny little bang bang. Now at this time of year, there's also loads and loads of seaweed. Gets washed up on the shoreline and starts rotting. And this seaweed attracts flies. And these flies are known as kelp flies or seaweed flies. Now, let me just get down there. They're a bit longer, elongated than like your blue bottle and your cluster flies. They're a bit longer and thinner. Maybe you can see them there. And basically they don't bite you, they can't bite, they've got a soft rubbery mouth part, but they are extremely annoying. They're quite happy to clamber all over you. Well, I've had a couple of little knocks on this, but nothing that progressed, so let's see. There could be something on here. There may be a fish on here. Oh, I've hit weed. I didn't want to do that though. Let's tighten that drag. Well, if I did have a fish, I think I probably lost him now. Let's come off that. Try to get some fresh. Is there a fish? There might be a fish on it, I don't know. There's definitely some weed, but I'm not worried about a bit of weed. No. We are fishless. Let's get rebaited. Get that back out. Clear patch there. I wonder if I should go there actually. Let's come a bit closer. See if I can drop that in that clear patch. Yeah, that'd be nice. I like that. Well, time has ticked by. And apart from a couple of little knocks, I haven't had a thing. Probably got another 20 minutes until the water's gone, and I'm gonna fish to that point. I'll only need 4 inches of water to catch a school bass. If it saves a blank, I'm taking it. Lovely day though. It's better than being indoors. Well, this one's going to come in, I think, now. Oh. Bit of weed on this, I think. Yeah, nice bit of weed out there. Well, lovely mixture of jackweed, sea lettuce, the lot. I'm going to bring this one in now, give the other one its last hurrah. It's probably got 5 minutes, I think, before that water's gone. Well, the tide, the sea has defeated me. It has gone. In the space of pulling the rods in and packing them down, it's a good 60-70 yards away. And the only thing that can get on that and feed now are the birds. There's loads of black-headed gulls, some oyster catchers over there, having a field day all of a sudden. I can't. So it's time for me to go. Unfortunately, didn't get anything. Couple of little bites, probably very small school bass, but I'll come back and give it a go. I know there's gilthead here. Let's get a little gilthead. A gilthead from Kent. Tick that one off the list. Try and do that this year. Anyway, please subscribe to the channel. Big buzzard up there. Please subscribe to the channel and like, share, comment. I'll comment back and I'll keep producing these videos. And until next time, tight lines. There are moon jellyfish washed up everywhere. 1, 2, where else? 3, 4. And as you look along the shore, they're everywhere.